Hi, it's Gabriel Kazan here, and I'm making another transmission from today, the city of Nelson, Warf, and that's why I'm down in the water. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It's a little splashy with the waves, but it's a beautiful, beautiful September day. You can see that golden light in the background. But I'm here to talk more about purpose and the book campaign I'm on, and also the fact that I have also an ebook that you can already download to get a taste of my writing, and it's called Alive on Purpose: 4 Keys for Men to Thrive in Life, Love, and Business. And I just want to share a few words about that book here because in all my work running men's groups and doing counseling therapy with men, what I see as the biggest problem facing men today is a lack of purpose alignment. And that's why my program is called Alive on Purpose, because it's about getting aligned and discovering what that is. And of course, you are your purpose. But there's something unique about you that makes you you. There's some incredible gift that only you have, that you can give and make this world a richer place by giving. And so that's what I'm interested in when I talk about your purpose, is your deepest gifts, your deeper gifts, and making room in your life and room in the world for you to cultivate those gifts and bring them out. So that's what I'm talking about purpose alignment. And one of the other things I notice working with men is that there's a lack of empowerment in men today, which is paradoxical, right? Because we're all talking about, the harms of patriarchy, but there's no way to look at that without also recognizing how many men are actually emasculated by the systems in our society that are upholding illegitimate forms of power, dominating forms of power over systems. And what I'm interested in is your creativity, and what I believe everyone is here for is to be a creator being, and each of us has creativity. It's not just about art or that in particular. It's connected to your gifts, and so stepping into your creativity and the messiness of it is part of the work I do with my clients, is inviting them to give themselves permission to open to that flow and let the muses speak through them of really just answering the call of that deeper calling. And what comes up usually is fear. Fear is the number one thing to shut down purpose activation. And so that's why the third key that I talk about is unclenching from fear. And it really is a masterful dance to recognize fear, because it comes out in all sorts of insidious ways, but usually it's located in the body somewhere. And there's so many ways to work with unclenching from fear, and sometimes it's through exercise, sometimes it's through movement, and sometimes it's also just through embodiment and coaching, and really just diving deeper into those places where there's fear lines that have come in, that have separated me from my trust in myself. And that was a big discovery for me when I realized that I didn't trust myself. And that's when the quantum leap of my own alignment with my purpose started happening, when I started to say, no, I got this and I can do this. And coming in touch with your purpose can be a bit of a cliche, because there's this new age idea that, oh yeah, discover your purpose and then everything's easy, because that's not how I look at it. Actually, getting in touch with your purpose could also be like, really? That's what I gotta do? It's not always easy. It takes courage. It takes tons of courage to get aligned with what you're here for and really value your gifts enough to show up and give them. And so the final key is getting all in with your inner king, and that is about sovereignty and wholehearted sovereignty, and essentially connecting your leadership capacities where your heart and your belief and your confidence in yourself connect with your willpower and your will to create in the world. And there's that bit I was talking about before about the emasculation of men in the modern context. And part of it, one way to look at it, is like a sword, and that so many men have a fear of picking up their sword and wielding it, and partly because there's been so much abuse and misuse of power. But it's those men who I'm most talking to, the men who are aware of all the distortions in the world. They're aware of how we need to change the design of so many of our systems. Well, these are the men that need to step into their purpose, pick up their sword of personal power and start wielding it so that they can claim the throne of their own realm and find that regenerative vision of putting their gifts in service of the great turning. So this is my pep talk for today. A couple ways you could connect with me is on the Purpose Cave call every Friday at 11. That's an online group coaching call for men. Check my website for that. And also I'm launching my book writing and publishing journey campaign to pre-sell my goal of pre-selling 500 books in the next 29 days. So those are a couple ways that you can contribute to this mission that I'm on of empowering men, and also the nonprofit Harm Prevention Society Sacred Pathways Foundation, which has a mission of restoring initiations and rites of passage for men and male youth, because a purpose-driven man, woman, any type of being who's aligned with their purpose is actually on a path of initiation. And so that's also the heart of this work, is welcoming back cultures of initiation for men to dive deep into who they are and who you truly are, and what you want to give to transforming this world, so that we can create a regenerative future. So those are some of the words I wanted to share from the Nelson Warf House down here on Kootenay Lake, and thanks for tuning in. And yeah, if you're moved by this, also get in touch, because I've got some spaces opening up in my calendar, and I can take clarity calls, and we can talk about your purpose. We can talk about what you want, what's in the way, and how I could help you. So thanks for tuning in. Gabriel Kazan, Alive on Purpose. Take care and take risk.